Hello, Aqua here again. Welcome back to FTB Resurrection on the Utopia server. There's quite a few of us on at the minute. There's them people on. Hello, everyone. Now, today, this is probably going to be out on a day when it's meant to be a Resident Rise episode. I was doing a Resident Rise video and the server went down and Dave's busy, not around at the minute. So rather than not have a video for tomorrow, I've jumped onto here. I'm going to do a video on here instead. So that's why this, if it comes out on Saturday, which it probably will, then that's why this is out and not Resident Rise. Right, I've got a few things to talk about what I've done between episodes, and then I'm going to get on with a bit of tech. We've got an issue here. Oh. I had to move this guy because of the way he throws things around, and it's still not working great. I actually need to make another golem for this. I need to make a gather golem because this isn't working as it should be. As you can see, he actually throws stuff. I tried with his vacuum hopper. I should have just gone straight for a golem option, to be honest. He throws the stuff over here, so depending where it lands, most of the time it's in range of the hopper. When it was on a little platform, some of it was landing in the water down there, and he gets me some really good stuff, so I didn't want to lose any of it. So temporarily, I made a vacuum hopper, and very shortly I shall make another tallow golem, and give it a gather core. Now, he's got all his 3 of his upgrades now, yellow, black, and white. See those 3 little dots underneath his chest plate thing there. So he's got the best chance of getting good stuff, and he's been getting me some really good stuff. One of the first things he got, not that I'm probably going to use this, but check that out. Got me a fishing rod with look at a C3 and lure 3. So that's, I think, I'd unbreak into that. And that's the top fishing rod. I just threw another fish rod into my hand, didn't I? So I thought I'd put that there, but you know. As you can see, I've been prettying the base up a bit. My plan is to have everything like this. I'm going with a wooden floor. I'm sticking with a stone brick wall for now, but I might go with some kind of carpenter's wooden thing. I plan to make all the buildings wood, apart from the church and the rail station, train station. That's what they call it, actually. Everything else is going to be wood. It's going to be like a little fishing village, is my plan. So I'm going to do these little things down to the water. Like this one here, with a lighter wood. This is spruce. Now I've got my spruce because I've added my other golems on. So yeah, I've been doing prettying around this. This is all normal height blocks now, not half slabs anymore. So some of these are carpenter's blocks with glowstone in them. So if you don't know, carpenter's block, I don't know. If I break it, it might just fall. So let me do this instead. I've got a couple of things to show you in my bag as well. As you might have just saw there. If you don't know, really nice carpenter's blocks, or the slopes as well. Don't have to be the square one. If you shift right click with a glowstone, that is now a light source, and you can still cover it with whatever block you want. So I can still cover it with glass, for example. So that is a glass block that puts out light. How cool is that? Smash, smash, smash. So that is this is all lit with no torches. So this, I've kind of run it all over. That's temporary. I don't know what to do with that bit yet. But as you can see, I've got rid of all the stuff. I've not done it around these yet because I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them. Put a couple of little windows in. And as you can see, I have been getting on with stuff. Like I said, I've put all these golems that I made last time down off camera. Why have I got that glass on me anyway? Oh yeah, I know why. I'm just going to start with a little bit of Thaumcraft now. So let's talk about canned gifts that people have given me. First up, in fact, let's carry on talk about what the golem's given me first up. Golem gave me some really cool things. One thing he gave me was a bow with, it had power 2 infinity 1 on it. So I've got an infinity book which I made a plate of. So that my last 40 levels of making an infinity plate, I've got a sneaky safe with all my stuff in, with my plates, and I've been repairing the plates in there. He gave me 2 power 4 bows, which I stripped the power 4s off, combined into a power 5, and I've got a power 5 onto my bow of bone there. Bow of bone is a Thaumcraft bow. That's really cool. It fires really quick, and you don't have to let go of the mouse button. It just fires. So let me show you. So if I hold the right button, bang, bang, bang. I don't have to let go of the button. It fires quick. And I'm wasting my arrows. What am I doing? It's not infinity yet. Fool. So yeah, so I've got power 5 on that, so that hits really hard. When that gets infinity, which I need 12 levels for, it's getting infinity on it next, then it doesn't even need an arrow in your inventory. Most times when you have infinity, you have to carry 1 arrow, and a lot of the time you can forget to have an arrow. With this, you'd actually need an arrow. That's really cool. And then I'll get repair on that, and that'll be an awesome bow. So that is the best thing up to now that the fisherman's given me. He has given me loads of cool stuff. I've been pulling, these are all books that he's drops, these are just actual books, plus I've pulled some enchants off stuff, so I've got an Unbreaking 3 on a fishing rod there, and on a bow. I've got a flame one there if I want it, I probably won't, but that's all cool stuff. I just looked at this helmet a little bit back, no I didn't, these boots they've got haste 1, so I'm going to make a copy of the haste 1 and combine that up to haste 3 and get them added to my boots of the Traveller, so you can get haste 3 on them. So yeah, make copies of that once I get that off there. So that's really good as well. So that's what's been going on in here. Now I put the golem down as I said. So what we've got over here is there's a chop golem that I was working towards, which I infused after the last episode. So he's a famine golem because the stronger he is, the quicker he chops trees down. I'm going to put 2 green upgrades on him because that'll make him a little bit stronger still, make him cut the trees down a little bit quicker. What we've got here is one golem is a use golem. That's a use golem. What he's set to use saplings. And if we look at him with my Golemancer's Bell, then we can see where he's set to use saplings. So he's placing saplings down on the ground. So he's my replanter. This golem is a gather golem. What he's doing, he's just pulling stuff back to here. So he's putting stuff in this chest. Under the chest there is a extra utilities item node that's got a filter in it. I'll show you a filter in a minute because I've got some down there as well. That's putting the logs into that. I've nearly got a full barrel there, so I need to upgrade that very soon. And saplings in there, I need to put void on that for when that's full. So I'll be upgrading that one as much as I can, so that can hold loads of wood. And I should not be upgrading that, I should be voiding that, so I've just got 1 barrel of saplings. So there we go. What are you waiting for? What are you doing, guy? Having a think about it. And as you can see here, I made a 2 lily pad of fertility. So I'll talk about them next. Look at that, it just smashes the trees down. Awesome. Lily pad of fertility. I've got the other one here. So these golems, this guy again is a gather. This one is a harvest. And I've got a white upgrade on him. The white upgrade means he replants. Doesn't always replant if you don't get a seed, but if he does get a seed, he replants. So we've got 3/4 wheat and 1/4 netherwort here. I am going to change this. I'm going to go tech with the netherwort. I'm going to go MFR with the netherwort. I'm going to go MFR with the reeds. I'll just do it for now. Manufacture reloaded, that is, if you didn't know. But there's the wheat stuff. See, look, I didn't have a seed there to replant. The wheat stuff I'm just going to leave here. In fact, this farm here, I'm actually going to move across here, I think. So yeah, there's the lily pad of fertility. They are really quite easy to make. Lily pad. So I needed 6 of these for 2 lily pads. 6 of these meant I needed 48 of these. 48 of these is a couple of stacks of bone meal, which is just pulverised bones, of course, and some condensed splash serum. So that's 48 netherwort, 48 gunpowder, 48 vials of water, and the vials of water you make. Where's a vial? Empty vial. That guy, empty vial, you get 5 of them. So some glass panes, and you can just right click on a water source to make them fill it with water. So he's putting stuff into that chest there, that strong box. These strong boxes and stuff, eventually I'm going to make carpenters safes, so they're all hidden into walls and stuff, so you won't even see them. And then again another item transfer, is just putting that into these barrels here. So I've got 18 stacks of netherwort, and this base is not chunk loaded. This is all while I've been stood around doing stuff. So I've got no chunk loaders on the server at the minute because we had a server crash that was down to chicken chunks, so Nemson's removed it until the pack update to see if it was an issue with chicken chunks. I should sleep. Not done any cool. Not done any more research really. What I've got in here is Nicholas saw me mention in the last episode that I wanted some more endstone, and I heard your request and responded. Thank you very much, Nicholas. Nicholas is awesome. He's the best minion ever. And what I can do with that now actually is, I've got a. Yes, I can get rid of that. No, that's grown. Swap that for endstone. And that can be endstone as well now. Cool. I just need that one to grow, and I'll change that for endstone. So as you can see, I am gradually increasing my ender pearl production. Nicholas also very awesomely, he got a division sigil. I've been asking for one of these for days, because I want some cursed earth, and I was just about to do the ritual, and luckily I went up on the hill there and I had it all laid out ready to do the ritual, and I realised I ain't got anything to silk cut. Oh, that's nearly dead. I've not got anything to silk touch the cursed earth up, so I can't do it yet anyway until I get silk touch. So I was going to use that. Never mind. Until I get something to silk touch the cursed earth, there's no point in me doing that. I don't want to get on with getting a spawner done today. So after I finish babbling, that's what we're going to be working towards. I'm going to do one little bit of farmcraft before that though. One thing Per told me, of course, you don't have to have tubes on these. You can just right click. If that had stuff in it, you can just right click on the alembic and it'd fill the jar. But of course, there's nothing in there. It didn't happen. But you know, so I don't know. I knew that. I'd forgotten. So you don't have to have tubes on this bit. You do, of course, need tubes on there to put things into that. Right, I've done a little bit of crafting in here, like I said I was going to do. I have got myself a silverwood wand, as you can see there, and it's pretty full at the minute. I was killing skeletons and zombies across in the spawner place over there in that hill. That's filled that up nicely. I've also got, while I was making that, so that's silverwood rod, pretty straightforward, and then farming caps, make them like that, and then you infuse them with some sliced Mondays, which is cooked balance shards, and balance shards are made with by putting normal shard in there and 5 of the other aspects. Pretty straightforward. Well, I've got that done. And while I was doing that, I also made an extra rod and some extra caps, and I got myself a crafting scepter, which is not very full yet because I've got no nodes here. That's the bit of farmcraft I'm going to do on camera in this episode. I'm going to go capture a node, which is why we've got glass and why we've got oak slabs in our inventory. This building is going to get knocked down, this pink one. I'm going to extend it across to here. I think that's where my jars are going to be, my warded jars. This guy, I've done it so I can throw things into the strongbox there, and this transfer line puts them into the top of the thing there. The reason why I'm going to go at a node is I'm going to get an ignis node. I'm going to put it next to this, and this will speed this up a lot. As you can see, the fisherman's been getting me loads of fish, and as you can also see, as a bonus, we get fish nuggets, beef nuggets, and chicken nuggets, which can be combined with sugar and a bowl to make triple meat treats. I've not made any yet, but I'm going to make some triple meat treats and see how good they are for my hunger. Very cool. I've not actually made them before. Like I said, this used to different taint mechanics. I never used to like this because it used to create too much taint and it could affect your base, whereas now it seems very cool, especially with the bellows. The other golem place is over here. This is the butcher guy. I've given a visor, so that when he kills stuff he actually gets XP off it, and that's why the jar's over here. So you see they've got a little bit of XP in the jar. Cool, it's got me to level 12, so I can now put infinite on the bow. And I've had 2 of these guys, feed stations. These are from Railcraft, these are pretty cool. I've got one that I've been putting wheat in, one that I've been putting seeds in, and then over here we've got a gather golem just stood on this chest. He's been putting the stuff in there that drops. So what happens with this is the feed station periodically tries to feed any animals near it. So it'll feed the sheep, have a baby sheep. Sometimes we get three babies instead of 1. I've seen it with chickens as well. I don't know if they've not grown yet, but I've certainly seen it with chickens when the bred 3 popped out instead of just 1. So I don't know what that's about. I don't know if someone adds that. But what the butcher golem does is really clever. He will kill any adult cows, any adult animals, but he'll always make sure there's 2 of the same left. So there we go. One of them cows just grew, so he knacks another one, leaving 2 adults again. So that's pretty cool. He's a butcher golem, and he's all right. So this guy should collect that. Come on, lazy ass. The only issue I have with this, chickens keep getting stuck in the corners, so they can't actually reach each other. But I brought this down to a 7x7. This was a 9x9. I made it a bit smaller. And then finally, what I did last episode, to make something I needed sano aspects, and I've got no cow in it at the minute because the butcher tries to kill it. A little setup here to get me milk, so I've got a full drum of milk there. Basically, 2 autonomous activators, transfer node with a filter in. There's a filter I want to show you. Redstone, string, and sticks, and you put it in your inventory, in your bar there, and shift right click and it opens it up. And you can put what you want in there. So I've got that is only going to pull out full buckets. Put the full buckets into there, which puts the full bucket into the drum. This only pulls out empty buckets, so if that bucket could be emptied into the drum, then this would pull it back out into there. We should right click on the cow, that would be in there. We should fill it with milk and send it around again, so we've just got a little drum filling system there. Very cool. So I've got a full drum of that because, as I said, milk, if you look at it, has got the Sano, the little heart bottle one, Sano aspects. Thank you very much. And I've done nothing in there. So that's it. That's the changes that I've been done since. I thought that'd take about 2 minutes to tell you, but it's actually took a bit longer. I have done a bit of tech stuff. A couple of comments and a couple of people on the server kindly told me what I needed to do with this. First of all, you need a buffer. So what I've got here is I've got a steam drum full of steam, so that when these guys are working, I've got a nice 256 buckets worth of steam there, so that the operations don't run out. Yeah. So I've doubled up on the coil boilers. We've got 2. What you're not seeing here is I've got an autonomous activate. No, I've not. I've got an aqueous accumulator out the back of there, feeding. Oh, man, this is quite hard to explain. No, it's not really. What I've got outside here, let's do it like this. I've got an aqueous accumulator, and that's feeding water to the back of them 2 boilers. There you can see the back of the boilers there, look. So that's where they're getting the water from out there. See, look at that. I don't want to lose any real nice enchant books. I could have lost Silk Touch books, as far as I know, because that vacuum pump is not getting everything. So water comes into the back of them. Steam comes out of the top of them using from these 2 liquid transfer nodes, fills the drum. Steam comes out of the bottom of the drum with another liquid transfer node and runs under here, and these are covers. This is these transfer nodes are multi-part now, so they can be covered like so. So that's just a cover. There we go. So that's running a steam line underneath these 3, and that's how things are going on there. So what we've got here is our alloy smelter, we've got our steam macerator, and I made a forge hammer, which was the one bit we was missing. So also very nice. Funshine X, Ron Douglas told me this. Soft hammer, you make it with wood or rubber. I made it with wood. You get a thing called a soft hammer. What you can do with that is, if you right click machine, enabled, disabled. So that is how you stop them from eating steam when they have to run out, or you can let it get a backlog again so you can carry on processing. Soft hammer, you need one of them. So there's my little Greg Tech tools in there. You saw the macerator last episode. I banged all my ores in there. I've been doing a bit of mining like I said I would, and they've all been sorted. They go from there straight into this forge hammer, which turns them into dust. So I've got quite a few dust left in there. I've processed most of them though. We've got some chalcoprite, some pyrite. Is that called chalcoprite? I just made that up. Chalcopyrite, that's it, of course, yeah. Chalcopyrite. Well, it's pyrite and it's chalcopyrite. I'm not sure you'd pronounce that. Chalcopyrite, probably, because that's called pyrite, so that's not called copyright, is it? So that becomes copper anyway. Copper becomes copper, of course. I've got some gold there, and I've got some limonite, which I think becomes iron, because the Fe is iron, of course. So you can actually see underneath there what they come. So that one, Cu, so that's CuFe, so that's copper and iron and sodium, and that's iron and sodium. Sulfur, not sodium. S is just sulfur, isn't it? What do I know about stuff? And it looks like redstone, silicon, something. So that's all redstone dust. Redstone we just have to drop in the thing to wash. So I can just chuck them in there and that'll become normal redstone dust. And all this stuff I have been slinging in the oven over here. This isn't very automated. I'm kind of running around all over the place, between places. But this, I want to actually save, because I want to show you how much quicker this is once we get an Ignis node on it. But that's what I'm going to go ahead and do now. So there we go, we've got 1 iron. I'm going to put the rest of this in here for the time being. And when we get an Ignis node on, I'm going to chuck that in there and cook it up. Raw salmon, you can go in there. Right, I found an Ignis node in the nether. I'm going to go get to it and then we'll capture it using this glass and its awkward slab, and we'll bring it back here and we'll put it down there. Right then, so here we are. Across here there is a 76 pure Ignis node, which I'm going to take and put near my smelter there. My infernal furnace. No, here it is. I'm not exactly sure if this needs to be stabilised or not energized, I mean, or if it just has to be a node. So this is what I'm going to find out. Basically, what you do is, this is a legit way of doing this. Normally I have blood magic, so I kind of do this a bit cheesy and use a teleposer. You've got a chance of damaging the node when you do it like this, which is unfortunate. But basically all you do is you encase it in glass. So glass box, around that, put some slabs on the top. And then give it a whack with your wand. Bam. What we've got now is a lovely node in a jar. Check that guy out. 76 Ignis, so if I do energize this, it'll become a 8 strength, which is pretty cool. The one thing I didn't mention earlier as well, Nicholas also got me a Coin of Fortune, which works a little bit weird, if I'm being honest. I don't particularly... It's nowhere near as good as the Sigil of Magnetism or as the Britannia Magnet Ring, or a couple of other ones I've tried actually, but it works, but things can get stuck underground a lot, and especially if you them stone slab floors like in my base, things kind of get stuck under them, which is a bit weird the way it works. But it's better than not having one, so thank you very much, Nicholas. I think that might be the only option we've got in this pack for any kind of magnet. Now, I just killed a ghast, and the bastard didn't give me a tear. I should be coming back here in a minute, because I'm going to pinch the blaze spawner that I've made and bring it back to my base. Someone kindly told me, in fact a couple of people kindly told me in the comments, thank you very much. I forgot to check the names before I recorded, but you know you are. Thank you very much. That reminded me about the taking damage for fun. About the dolly from Jabba, the diamond dolly, which you can actually pick up spawners with. So I'm going to bring the blaze spawner and the skeleton spawner and the zombie spawner from near my base actually back to my base and have them underneath my base. So that's what the rest of this episode is going to be. We need to get XP now to get all our gear sorted, and to get the get Nemgo gear sorted and stuff like that. So, right, what I'm going to do with this node, I'm going to fall off my lily pads. Yeah, I think the base looks a bit better. Wood, it's going to be all wood. What eventually I'm going to do is, when I've got respiration, aqua affinity, I'm going to knock out all the blocks that are underwater, apart from where I've got actual basements, like in the workshop there, where the Greg Tech stuff is. But I'm going to have it so that it's just this one layer of wood, and then I'm going to have some stilts down to the ground. So it's like a little floating fishing village. Well, not floating, because it's going to be stuck down. Right, where's this going to go? I think I need to stabilise this. Shall I just have it there? With a stabiliser and a transducer, so it's right in front of the damn thing. I suppose it'd look alright right in front of the damn thing. The stabiliser thing kind of clips a little bit though. I was going to have it over here. It's kind of right out in the middle there, especially when I've got a building here. Screw it. Break that bit there with a fish. I might regret where I'm going to put this, but I'm going to put it there. Bam. So, down it goes. And I can't actually remember how to get the jar off. Do I wand it again? Oh man, I must have check. Where's my book? It's there. It's been that long since I've done this, because I'm always cheaty. Node is frozen. First, we'll free the node by placing the weld and clicking on it with a wand. Right. So I don't have to smash it. Bam. There we go. We've got our node back. And let's have a check, make sure we haven't damaged it, because they can get damaged. It should be a normal node still. And it's normal still. Cool. Oh, I wonder if it was bright before, because I've got a search point for that. I don't think it was bright. But you can damage it. If it becomes pale, it means it's not going to grow back. Now let's see if this works just like that. So, copper dust. In you go. Are you any quicker? So, no. I'd say the answer is. Huh. Oh, it's a bloody magnet doing that. See what I mean about the magnet? There we go. So that is the same speed, isn't it? So I certainly think this needs to be energized. So that's what I need to do now then. I need to Right, I'll leave them down there. That's getting a bit full, isn't it? I'll leave that just to do them. What I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly put together, off camera, one of these guys, node stabilizer. Pretty straightforward. Some quartz. And I'll do a search for that, which I haven't done, and make one of them, which is just, I believe, one of them with 4 redstone blocks around it, and a comparator and something else. Comparator, bit of iron, something like that. So I'll get them made, and I'll be back when that's done. Anyway, I'm back. I've been on a bit of an adventure actually, and eventually I actually died on. I've killed some Crimson cultists at one of the ritual sites. I killed them all. I was being a bit tight 'cause I've got a couple of regen potions, but I've not got many gas tiers yet. So I'd used 2 and I'd killed them all. I was trying to get a Crimson Rates, I've not got one, but luckily Lord Raccoon's got a Crimson Rates book that he said I can scan, so that's okay. I managed to get some of these bits and that, and then after I'd killed them all, I was just scanning the node, and one of them furious zombies spawned on me. I was down at like 1 heart. Anyone, it killed me. Lovely. I have died a couple of times since you last saw me, actually. I remember the other death in the nether, I actually dug into lava like a noob and didn't get out of the way quick enough. And then I got knocked into lava. I was mining in an ore vein over there somewhere, and I was looking in any eye at what the ore that I just mined can be turned into, and a zombie knocked me off a ledge into lava again. Wonderful. So I've been doing a bit of corpse recovery a couple of times. Right, because I don't need tubes on this, I can actually put this armor stand there. I can have this badass looking armor there, because every farm room should have some crimson cult armor. Right, so what I've got then is, I actually went out filling nodes up because I didn't have enough aspects in my one there. What I should be doing though is, now I've got this, so that's 85% V cost. This is 79 and 80. I've got a loot ring on, haven't I? I've got a 1% terror discount, that's why that's 79. But if I put this gear on, that'll mean that this comes down to a total 75%, which making things like quite a bit cheaper, worth doing, especially until you get a full set of nodes at your base. So there we go, we can make 2 of them node stabilizers. 1, 2, cool. And I've not actually done the research, damn it. I forgot to do the research for the transducer. So I'm actually going to have to cut again. Get a piece of paper and my scribing tools there. Grab my book and get a research note for that guy. And I will get that done. Be right back, and we'll get this guy made as well. Right then, I decided to get a little sidetrack. I had to go and mine a bit of redstone ore because I made all my redstone into dust, and that is not ideal for what I want to do here, because I actually need a little bit of redstone in block form. And because we haven't got a compressor yet, the easiest way of doing that is induction smelter, redstone block, redstone ore block is going to get you a block of redstone. Very nice. So a bit of sand means that turned into 9. I've just changed this around a little bit here. I moved that across 1. I'm still getting a water source from the Ignis extruder, the aqueous accumulator under it there. I always say that wrong. So that's feeding straight into the hardened energy cell. And this seems clever enough that it only pulls power. See, it's got a little blue line there at the minute because that's just using power. It only pulls power when, there we go, it stopped. So that doesn't actually drain. That doesn't actually drain when it's not doing anything, which is very cool. I like that. So I've got 9 blocks of redstone there from 9 redstone ore. Can you break that down back into dust? That would, you get 9 here. So you get 9 redstone per block. That's quite a lot, really, isn't it? Very cool. So into here now. This episode again has been all magic-y. A couple of people have mentioned that I said I was going to do this series tech. I am. What? Just to start babbling again. Danger spots. Just to start babbling again. This village is not going to have any automation really. This is like a little magey starter village. As soon as I get a void age, then I'm going to be moving there. I'm going to have no golems or anything in the void age. They're only going to be here running these little farms and stuff. I will have put a single like chunk loader here and have it chunk loaded, but there's not going to be much automation here at all. I'll leave that here and that, but that's all that's going to be here. It's just going to be like a little mage village. all my automation, all my techie stuff is going to be my void age once I've got rid of this place. But once I've finished, this is like a starter place. Once we get beyond this, the only magic I'll be doing is cami later on. But I won't be doing much of this at all. I'm kind of getting this all out the way early, because once this is set up, I'm good to go. So there we go. There's a node transducer. I actually remember the recipe, which makes me a massive nerd. Let's be efficient and save as much as we can on our node. That's more order needed. So there. And now, if we come over here, little trick I like to do to make this look a bit nicer, because this needs a redstone signal on it. So plonk that there. This is what I meant about, I wasn't sure about putting it here because it kind of clips through stuff. I wasn't sure about having it right next to that. This needs a redstone signal on it. The tiniest way you can do that is with a carpenter's wedge slope. Make it into a prism slope. No. Yeah, prism slope. Bang that on top. And a redstone block in that will, in fact, give it a redstone signal. Very cool. So that now is going to become energized. It's going to crackle about a bit. It was 76, so it's going to become an 8. Say it's 64. And then, when we put this in, this stuff in again, you should see a marked difference in the speed of this. So let's wait for that. And while we're waiting, I'll just scan that and get all them lovely aspects from it. Smashing. So this is going to be another longer episode. This is like 30 minutes in, and I want to get a spawner set up before I finish the episode. So it's probably going to be another 50 minutes at least. Especially as this takes another 10 minutes. Just watching this thing. Come on. There we go. And as I said, that's an 8. So this should be feeding that. I don't believe I need a V relay. But we're not going to see the little graphic because it's right up next to it. So what I should see now is, if we bang our stuff in here, like so. It's going to take a little bit of time to get in there, but as you can see, that is much quicker. That is as quick as we're going to need it, to be honest. I could have multiple of these as well, of course, but that is, I think, perfect for our needs. IV stops. Cool. Right, I'll start working towards getting the spawner sorted. What we're going to use is a diamond dolly from Jabba. So that's going to cost me 3 diamonds and a normal dolly. I believe these are 3 uses if used on spawners. I think they have 3 uses anyway. So we shall be grabbing a blaze spawner, a zombie spawner, a skeleton spawner. First thing I need to do is make a place for a spawn room. So I'm going to do a bit of digging under the base. I want it in the middle so it's kind of hidden from when you're looking from the outside underneath, you know what I mean? So it's going to be in the middle somewhere, possibly under here. And that's going to probably take me about an hour or so, and I'll be back then and we'll start sorting that out. Now, I've got plans. What I want is 3 ways of killing mobs in there. I want wooden spikes, so I can go in and kill stuff myself to fill ones up. I want to make some gold spikes, so that while I'm working here, it'll be killing stuff automatically and getting XP. I'm pretty sure gold gives XP. And I want to try a bucket of death from Foundcraft, because that gives little crystals. So that's in alchemy. There, liquid death. So I'll make one of them as well. I'll see how that works. I'll be using fans, of course. That, I'm happy with that. Very cool. Okay then, I am back, and it is the next day, and it's been a little bit busy at my house today, a bit noisy, so I've been doing... Yes, that fish just come in there, cool. It's been a bit busy, a bit noisy, so I've been doing a lot of off-camera stuff. Now, I've dealt with this a bit. It was still getting stuff all over the place, and this chest was filling up. So what I've got is a transfer node under there, and I've got a filter in the trash can here. Now the only dodgy bit is, you have to actually take the filter out of the trash can to add more stuff to the filter. And if you catch something in that time, and it's something really good, like the best enchantment book ever, then there's a chance I'll lose it. What I've also made is filing cabinets. Filing cabinets can hold the same item, but different MBT data. So what we've got there's loads of different types of fishing rod with different enchants and different durabilities, but they'll all go in that. So it's like a chest, it's like a barrel, but it'll hold different durability and stuff. I've got one there for bows, and I've got one here. Oh, that did have enchant books in, but like an idiot I took them all out, so it's now got nothing in, and I can access the transfer node there. So it's looking like balls. I'm actually going to keep balls because you've got to make him using a bloody knife. So Greg, and I ain't got a knife. I do like a knife. Only if you run faster with it. So I will save that ball in there. Now in a very short while I'm going to get on with a mob farm, like I said, but things have changed a bit. Accord enchants. There we go. Should be selling enchants soon. I have free item repair with farm restorer. Any XP donations are appreciated. I've told people that they can come repair the stuff for free, but if they do have any spare XP, to put it on the item grate if they would, on the XP drain I mean. So chuck the stuff in there. I've got rubber bars going in there. I've not automated yet. I need to get a rubber tree farm going. So for that I'm going to need another butcher golem. This guy, this little team over here, are working really well. They're doing the business. What's he doing over there? And I've moved them across here because they kept getting stuck in the wall there, the one who plants. But let's see, we're up to 155. I've expanded that to 16,000 and I've put a void on that, so once that gets to 64 it'll kill it no more. So that's all sorted. And oh, look at this, I built a little house. I built a little Japanese micro house. This is all carpenter's blocks into half slabs and pillars for the walls. And I put my milking cow in here. I moved it from that building over there because the butcher golem wasn't happy with it over there. Turns out he's still not happy with it over here. He was trying to get to this cow, and that meant he just focused on this cow, didn't do anything else, and that meant I got loads of chickens and stuff over running my little place over there. So there's my little Japanese micro house. I'm going to try and work out a decent roof for that, like a pagoda style roof. But, if that works, I might make all the buildings like that. That's a bit of an experiment. That I am going to put a rubber tree farm over here. This has changed. I've got rid of this farm. Now I had the farm down here that was doing wheat and netherwort. At the minute I've got no netherwort. Like I said I think earlier in the episode, the reeds and the netherwort's going to go into my farms. So that was just doing wheat. So rather than have these separate, what I've done is I brought it over here. So this is the wheat farm now. It's just got wheat in it. So that guy there harvests wheat. This guy gathers it, puts it into this chest. This chest actually sends things down underneath here, where we've got our animal farm. And I've had to make some walled pavers because a chicken got out and got into this bit, and the butcher focused on that chicken. So we've got a massive overrun here. So this was just up to the ceiling in chickens. So that walled paving stone there stops any breeding chickens getting, or animals getting out in there. This Greg Tech thing is making it all weird in here, all laggy. So what we've got is 2 sheep, 2 cows, 2 chickens, and the feed stations. Nice thing about the feed stations, it'll pull from an adjacent inventory. So the wheat and the seeds up there transfer that under here to these barrels. So we've got 26 wheat, 45 wheat, 26 seeds. And because the barrel's next to this feed station, doesn't need a hopper or anything in the barrel, it'll just fill the feed station. So that's stocking the feed station for me. So then what we've got is butcher golem, of course, with his visor on, so he gets XP as well. So I've got to bring a jar here, get me XP. That seems to get stuck behind there a bit, which is a bit weird. Give me the XP. And as you can also tell, I've got a sound muffler under this, which makes it real weird in here. So there's a sound muffler underneath that carpenter block. That's a light. And the gather one, he just gathers stuff up and puts it into the hard and strong box, which has got another transfer node on the back of that, as you can see there. They share the same transfer line, and it's all clever enough to know not to mix things up, because it's going to barrels, so it's all good. Up we go. That transfer line brings it into these 6 barrels, so we've got leather, beef, wool, and feathers, chicken, and eggs. So that's all self-contained, and that'll just run forever now. So I've got a nice little resource thing going on there, which is working very nicely. And I think that's all I've done with that. So yeah, I was going to go, if you remember, see you later then. I was going to go, not that you can hear me, but he's already gone anyway. I was going to go and capture some spawners using Diamond Dolly, if you remember, is what I said in the earlier bit of the episode. But I'm not going to do that because I've got another option that I can use, Diamond Dolly. I can, and this is sticking with the Farmcraft stuff, Now, the Foundcraft's got Foundcraft Infusion enchanting that I've never really used because I've generally been beyond the need to. It's a little bit long-winded compared to just normal enchanting. I don't think long-winded is the fair word, actually. It's a little bit longer-winded than normal enchanting. It's possibly a bit longer-winded than the book copying. But what we can do is, if we look here at Artifice, and I researched this earlier. I also researched the Fortress Armor, which I should probably be making off camera very quickly. Then Infusion Enchantment, what I can do really nice and easily, I can go through these pages, and what I can do is I can get all the, now see, to get a sharpness 5 I need to do this 5 times, which is what makes it a bit of a pain, because you've got to put a sharpness 1 infusion, you've got to put a sharpness 2 infusion, a sharpness 3 infusion, so that's why it's a little bit long-winded. But to get a Silk Touch 1, 5 levels, bit of Salus Mundus and a Cobweb, an Iron Pickaxe, very nice, and some stuff there. So I'm going to get a Silk Touch, which means I can put Silk Touch on my shovel that I upgraded to a Shovel of the Earth mover, by the way, because I thought, why not? That's nice and easy. That's a nice easy upgrade. So I can get Silk Touch onto that, which means I can dig Cursed Earth up, which means I can activate this Division Sigil that Nemson kindly lent me to activate. So I'm able to get Cursed Earth. So because of that, I know I have to actually go down here because I went down here a bit prematurely. I have cleared out an area down here. Now the cow farm thing, I did it all in the laboratory blocks, and I thought it didn't really fit in with the village. So I did this place out with laboratory blocks, and in the end I changed it back into stone bricks. And I'm going to get some of the chisel stuff to make it into all cracked stone and stuff. But that's by the by. What I've done, I've set a little 7x7 area down here. And we've got fans at the back. I'm going to get 3 more fans back from my little ghetto spawner over in that hill over there. And I've run some of this stuff underneath here. This is bluestone wire. This is Blue Power's red alloy wire, if you will. And not gates and stuff. So it's exactly the same as red power, but it's blue. So, and it kind of crafts the same way as well. So it's bluestone. We've got bluestone wire there, so it's exactly the same as redstone. But what we do is we use this. That's not what I wanted to see. That one, no. There's 2 types of it. Greg Tech Blue Power. There we go. Blue Power alloy furnace, 4 Teslatite, and silver ingots. So I've got an alloy furnace. Remember, I used it to make iron blocks. So I've got some Teslatite. I got it from the same ore vein that I got my diamond from. So I've made some of this blue alloy wire, and I've run it behind the fans, and I needed a NOT gate so that when the lights are on, the fans are off, and when lights are off, fans come on and blow me back. Cool. So that's the first bit of that. The lights are really simple. Again, the same as the red power lights. It's just white lamp. So a bit of white lumar, some glass, some redstone. White lumar is just bone meal, redstone, and glowstone dust. Nice and easy, and that is going to light that place up. What I do actually need to check is that might be too bright. Light level 13, that should be alright. That shouldn't set fire. I think if it gets to light level 15, it can set fire to Cursed Earth, but that should be okay. So blue wire running under there, across to there. Blue wire and a NOT gate running to the fans. The blue wire runs down there, as you can see, to this lever, and we're all sorted. So that's that bit sorted. And then here we've got our vacuum hopper. This is the one that I had on the Golem Fisher, but I moved when I put that harvester there. And what we've got is I've got it going to a transfer node, liquid transfer node here, and I'm going to put an ender tank under that and have an ender tank in my enchanting room. And this side I've got the transfer line taking the items out, and at the minute it just goes to here. And we're going to have, first of all, a chest there, and then seeing how, depending on how much we get, I might fill this little area full of barrels. So we shall see. And there we go. That's what I've been up to. That's all sorted, ready to go. So what we need to do now is I'm going to make some gold spikes, because they're the ones that are going to give me XP. And there's my ender tanks. These are my colour. I've gone for grey on the server. We've all picked colours and put them on a Google Doc. What I need to do is cactus, This is where I get lime. It's cooked cactus in it. I need to make that into a lime for my XP. So let's quickly sling that in the oven. And we'll cook that up. So yeah, I'll get them in the tanks down, and I'll get some gold spikes made. Now I'm going to go with 8 gold spikes, and they'll come in useful later because you can upgrade gold spikes to diamond spikes. So I'm certainly going to have use for them. So that's now lime dye, excellent, and now I can go bosh, bosh. So grey lime is my colour for XP, and what I'm going to do is, I'll do it off camera, but I'm going to put that underneath there so it pushes into that drum, and that's all good. So we'll get XP from down there into there, so I've got XP in here. Wonderful. Right, let's have a look at these gold things then. So I've been doing alright finding gold. Now let's make this into blocks. Are you going to make blocks for me? Let's have a look. Let's put a bit of charcoal in here. Are you going to do the business? You are going to do the business. You are a wonderful human being, and or machine. So I need. Let me double check this. I don't want to make swords I don't need. Golden spike. So for 4 of them, I need gold block, 3 golden swords, and some magical wood. I'll get to the magical wood in just a second. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. That's working away nicely. And in here you'll find I've got some magical wood. Now magical wood you make quite simply with gold ingots on a bookshelf and some enchanted books. So I use some of the enchanted books that I've been collecting from the fisher. And as you can see in here, I have got quite the collection of books. So if you use like sharpness 5s, you'll get I think 18 of these. I think I use something like power 4s, or maybe even power 3s or something. And I got 9. 9's enough because I need 6 for now. But I've been making more of this because we need it for like the things that the Ender Lily plants go on and stuff. So that's all going to be good. And there we go, 2 of them. Gonna get me 4, 5, 6. Oops, 8. 4, 5, 6, 8. And down we go. Now these might not place on the glass, so I might have to replace the middle band of the glass with some bricks, but we'll see. Yeah, look, they don't want to place on there. Okay, so I'll replace that middle band with bricks, and I'll put some dirt on the floor, and then I'll go get ready. I'll wait for night time, and I'll get prepared for the activation ritual for the division sigil. We'll get some cursed earth. No, I won't. I shall go and get the silk touch on the shovel, and then I'll do that. One thing I forgot to show you is the secret ingredient. Of course, when you looked in there, you will see that I needed a cobweb for silk touch. Cobweb, and let's look at that in the crucible. Bit of string, panis, vinculum, gets you a cobweb. Wonderful. So I've got my panis there, I've got my vinculum there, I get a bit of string, and I can make a cobweb in that. That's how we're going to get the silk touch enchant. Okay then, here we are about ready to go. It's, I think, nearly midnight. Is that a little black spike back there then? That was a saver catching back up. Perform the sacrifice. Ooh, cool. Here we go. Cow goes down. Cow, guys. Oh dear, that was painful. And I've got some cursed earth. Hooray! Oh shit. Die. Oh, that was bad. Oh shit. Right, I need to get that regen potion down. Oh, son of a bitch. I need to, if people sleep, I need to make sure that I've got some of this cursed earth before they do. Let's get some cursed earth. Because I didn't actually ask him to sleep that time. Oh, where's it going? Lagging? Oh no, it's all going terribly bad. No, I shouldn't take damage when creepers explode in the water, so that's alright. Try this again. Did that dirt not pick up? That picked up. There we go. See, bloody creepers are the issue, isn't it? I can't really speak to him at the minute. Oh shit. Lagged out, I think. Okay, that was daytime coming. I should be able to grab a bit more of this. Whew, that was a bit hectic, wasn't it? I actually failed the first time I tried doing the ritual because I didn't realise I was a little bit too close to the light over there, which is why I'd moved it to that corner. So I had to wait for another night to come, and I forgot to ask him to not sleep the second night, which is why people started sleeping. Luckily though, we got some care staff, which is all good, which is what I was after, and I can go and finish off my altar. Now the episode already must be very long, well over, standing the fire full, well over 50 minutes, so let's quickly finish up down here. I'll show you what the crack is, and we have got an active division sigil, awesome. That was massively derpy, bit laggy as well, wasn't it? Didn't help. So what I can do now is, hopefully this will all burn away, and with my light source on here, I'm going to put a bit round there. I'm going to make sure I've got some in reserve, and I shall come, once this is all spread out, I shall come and farm a bit more of that, so I've got about a stack in reserve. And now if I go, ouch, so you see the gold spikes up there, cool, and now I need some stone bricks. And a bit of glass. Finish that bit off there. That goes there. And now if I turn that off, should go into darkness. And the only thing I haven't got is a chest to grab the stuff. But that should start spreading. I'll let it spread a bit and see if we get mob spawning. Okay, I'm back, and there goes Nicholas. He's been helping me out here. But a few issues with this. It's all sorted now. I've had a couple of issues with lighting it. Now, the first one was I made these guys, and I mentioned the white lamps from Blue Power. Now, even when these are turned off, the care staff thinks they're turned on. So it's something the way they work. I've seen there's a FTB Beast forum, and that was about the red power lamp. So I don't know. It looks like the red power and the blue power are exactly the same, because the care staff wouldn't spread and mobs wouldn't spawn. So I've swapped them for redstone lamps, and that one wouldn't turn on and off with the blue power cable there, which is weird because the lever's here and it goes past that one to the fans and to the light, that lamp, and them two worked, but that didn't. So weird goings on. Anyway, we've got a working spawner. We're getting loot, which isn't the important bit, to be honest. The important bit is we're getting XP, so I can start really getting my gear sorted and really starting sorting proper enchants out and starting sorting some stuff out for the Demgo guys. Now, unfortunately for Nicholas, is when he was fixing my lamp, he got spawned on by creepers and they blew all his stuff up, which is a bit of a shame. He lost his tool bag, so I have to make him some better tools with oh shit, what's new XP I've got? I have to find my way back out of here now. I'm really missing flight. I'm going to have to get looting on my sword and get hunting some wither skeletons, because I want to get a wither killed. Now let's quickly look at what's been going on with this episode and the next episode then. So priorities, I've got Silverwood wand, I've got that one Ignis node, and I've got another node in the jar, but I've not got any more of them yet. I did some manual mining and I found a nice mine thing, and that had quite a lot of the Foundcraft stuff, which is pretty cool. I've got my mob spawn on the go, so I've got XP coming in. Specific mob spawns we'll do later with power. We'll use MFR. We'll have powered mob spawners later on with the safari nets and stuff. That's done and sorted. Great stuff downstairs, I mentioned that. My repair, remedium. I don't know if I mentioned it when I made this talisman remedium. I'll just keep repairing it in the thermic restorer there. You can put Unbreaking 3 on that, it doesn't go down as quick as well, which is pretty useful. Bone bow, I think I mentioned that. That's fully upgraded now as well. I've managed to get levels on that, so that's now power 5, infinity 1, repair 2, so that's an awesome bow, and I don't have to carry arrows, so that's really cool. The fact that you don't have to carry arrows really makes that better. Feed stations, I mentioned Milker, I showed you, even though there's no cow in it. My fisherman is getting me enchants. I was going to do the dollar thing, but I'm not doing that anymore. The sugar and nether wart is going to go into MFR stuff, I mentioned that. Next up, I need to start getting some sand and some glass in. So I need to work out a way of getting sand into glass at a decent rate. Now this is weird. Sometimes it seems to make cobbling into sand cheaply, and sometimes it takes loads of power. I'll tell you another thing I need to do as well is get a rubber tree farm on the go, because that's going to get me the instrument to repair stuff. So I'll get some stuff done off camera, and I'll work out what I'm doing in the next episode. We shall be moving on to tech very soon, and I shall be moving to a void age very soon as well. So hopefully you'll join me and see where we go from here. Cheers. Bye.